Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in Halong Bay, Vietnam, and we just checked into the Hyatt Place. It is pretty new. You can tell and you can smell how new it is. It is beautiful property. The lobby, the staff, everything has been great so far, and we just got here. So we're gonna be staying here, I think, for a week. So we are really in for a treat. We are Globalist. We got upgraded from our King Bay View room into a 1-bedroom suite. So I'm gonna give you a tour of this suite. Here is the door behind me. Start here. You do not need to put a key in to get power. It's automatic. And you have this whole area here. It's not a kitchen, but there is a little fridge, and you've got this big counter, set snacks, whatever you want. All these drawers are empty, so you can use them as storage. You do get 4 free bottles of water per day, and then they have their little marketplace down below where you can get some more. You've got this little Vietnam version of an espresso. I imagine that's going to be just as good, and they do give you the pods here, glasses for water, and these mugs are actually really nice looking. Like, they look like they hold a very good amount of coffee, so that's great. So this is really nice, and you've got an outlet there for the Nespresso or the coffee machine, but you also have one on this end as well should you need it. Great thing here, you've got a powder room, so the toilet, and you've got the sink here as well, with a couple of towels, and then a nice mirror here, as well as a electrical outlet here too. These are the British ones, so they're like the ones where you have to switch it on. So if you plug something in, make sure you turn it on, or there will be no power to it. But that's really nice, and a nice toilet here with the bidet. And all of that with it. So that's pretty cool. I love that. Look at this room. And this room has not 1, but 2 balconies. First of all, here's the TV in the living room. And you've got a couple of tables. You've got this table here, and you've got this table here. The couch looks like it turns into, from these indicates, that turns into a bed as well. So you could very easily have 4 people in here, or a family, 2 adults, 2 kids. And then look at all the space. There's just so much space. And then you've got this table here, desk, with a couple of outlets here, as well as its own lamp, task lamp. And then you also find USB-C and USB on those electrical outlets. And then you've got a little stool here as well, should you want to put your feet up, or if you want to have a little mini meeting. So that's a pretty spacious room. I think this room is the size basically, I think, of 2 regular rooms, which are still lovely as it is. But here's the first balcony. Let's open here. So that looks pretty nice. It connects. It's not 2, it's 1 big one. So it's a corner like this. A chaise here, a table, and then the 2 chairs on the other side. And just so you'll note, they told us that if you have the air on and you open the door, the air turns off when the door is open. So always make sure to have the door closed. All right, so we saw this part here. It was all beautiful, and you do get that view of the bay, but let's take a look at that bay. So beautiful. Really nice view. I like that this is glass. The balcony wall is glass, and there's no metal railing or something blocking the view, so you can see straight through. So that's really beautiful right there. More switches here for lights, and then let's go into the room and take a look from here. So you saw that the balcony started here and it ends in here. So here's the rest of the balcony, and you can walk out to the balcony from here as well. And you've got 2 more chairs and a table on this end. Plenty of room. We actually came from the Vin Pearl, which is that little island over there. If you haven't seen that review, make sure you check that one out here on the channel. But you got a great view here in the city of the little lagoon, as well as Halong Bay. Actually, I think you maybe get a little bit better view here because you're up higher than at the Vin Pearl, and a much wider view because you're a little bit farther from it. Nice chaise couch. Lounge to sit here, and you also have a nice table here too, which is really great. Bed looks really comfy. It looks nice and doesn't look too soft, doesn't look too hard. It's the Goldilocks bed. You get a TV in here as well. And then the nightstands are great. You've got a light, and you've got all of these electrical outlets, USB-Cs, USB, and then all of the switches to the lights. And then another electrical outlet down here, and you've got the air conditioning command here. So you've got two of them. You've got one here, and there is one out in the living room as well. And then over here, we've got same thing, two electrical outlets, one with USB-C, one with USB, and then all of the light switches there. So this is a gorgeous room with a stunning view. Kind of unbelievable, really. It's so beautiful. And let's see, we've got bathroom switch is here. You've got this beautiful full-length mirror, and here is the closet. You've got your safe here, as well as all of the different things that you've got, your slipper, your hair dryer, your robe, all your bathroom things, and you can set a bag here, which would be good. And you've got some drawers here too, as well as the ones out in the other room. And then let's take a look at the bathroom. Look at this bathroom. Can we just take a moment for this tub? We'll come back to it. You've got double sinks here, and you've got your another commode in here. So you have the powder room out there, but if you're in the bedroom, you don't have to leave the bedroom. You can come in and use this one. You got double sinks and your mirrors, which are really nice with a nice light. And then you've got your electrical outlet here. And then now let's talk about this tub. Look at this tub, it's beautiful. So beautiful. And then look at the view from the tub. You're looking right at that bay. That's amazing. Gorgeous big window. It does have a blind on it, so you're not putting yourself on display in here. You put that down and you're good to go. And then you've got your shower in here. This is a pretty amazing room. I think it's fantastic. It's kind of crazy, really. When we talk about the numbers at the end of the video, I'll tell you what we paid as far as points. It's one of the best places. If you're trying to get status, this is a great place to do it. It's a gorgeous place to do it. It's inexpensive, and we already had Globalist, so this was a great upgrade from them for us. So we'll talk about that more when we talk about the numbers, but I'm going to take you to the lobby, to the pool, anything else that they've got, restaurant, I think. So we'll go take a look at the rest of the property, and then we'll talk numbers. We're down here by the entrance to the Hyatt Place, so let's walk into the lobby right here. I'm gonna walk inside, and they have a really nice big lobby here. It has all of this space right here, and then the elevators are right here, the front desk, and then you've got this area here. There's also a little food market down here where you can get like bar drinks, or they have like sandwiches here and drinks, ice cream, even bingsu, and then they have a little place where you could sit down here and eat it. You can also purchase these sodas and soups and different things like that. So that's pretty much the lobby here. We're gonna go ahead and head up to floor number 2, and on the second floor here's where there's the pool, and let's see, I think it's the restaurant. So the pool's on floor number 3. So we're gonna go up to floor number 2, and we're gonna check out, it says the bistro, so it's the restaurant. It's the restaurant that's on floor number 2. The pool and the ballrooms are on 3. And the fitness center. So this is floor number 2. And on this floor is where you'll find the restaurant. And this is a restaurant where they serve breakfast in the morning. The breakfast bar areas over here. They have local foods, Eastern and Western. Pretty nice place. You check in here and then you come in to the restaurant. It's a pretty good sized restaurant, as you can see. So it's all of this area here, and then they have all the food. They'll set the food up here, but then they'll also set the food up in this area too. Xin chào. And then they have a little kids club over here. Cute little place for your little ones to play. A little slide and a little horse. That's kind of cute. You don't see that very often. All right, now we're gonna ride up to floor number 3, and we're gonna check out the fitness center. There's meeting rooms and also the pool. Hello. The staff here is so nice. They always say hi when they see you. So we're riding up, and they have all kinds of specials. They have ice cream. They have 50% off the foods that you saw downstairs, 50% off of those. Look at how pretty this is. So these must be, there's bathrooms here. Looks like these are all the boardrooms or the meeting space down here. Looks pretty good. A big space too. Yeah, nice big meeting space down here. And then let's see if we can find the pool and the fitness center. Let's see, another meeting room here. I don't see any place. Another meeting space. Pretty big spots too. This one has a stage in it. Some very nice chairs there. Let's see. Oh, we need to go to 3A. This is just the ballrooms. I thought to myself, I don't see a pool or a fitness center. 3A, which means, I think in the customs here in Vietnam and in China, I've noted that the number 4 is not a lucky number. So that's how come they use 3 and 3A. So it's really 4th floor, but it's 3A. Just like there's no 13, they use 12A, which is kind of funny. Okay, now we made it. Okay, this is the pool here. And it's a pretty big deck area. There's nobody out here, guys. Kind of crazy, but it's a nice big pool area. Little splash area here. And then you've got nice, pretty good sized pool area. And you can see, well, there's nobody in it right now, but you can look straight out to the bay from here, which is a really pretty view. So that's kind of nice. Okay, let's go see if we can find the fitness center. Next, they have a lifeguard on duty, and I don't think he gets much to do. Oh, wait a minute, there's a boardroom down there, but over here is the fitness center. We're discovering all of this together, guys. So it looks like you have to tap to get in. And no takers on the gym, but it looks like a pretty nice gym. They've got water station here, scale if you want to see if you've lost any weight while you worked out, towels, and really a nice place here. Looks pretty good. They've got some pretty nice machines, and wow, this is very rare. You rarely see this, but they have a rowing machine here, which is really nice. I haven't used one of those in a long time. I don't see those barely ever, so that's pretty cool. So yay. All right, guys, I'm gonna go back up and I'm gonna give you guys my breakdown of what I think about this place and what the numbers are. So we're gonna go up and we're gonna crunch those right now. All right, guys, so pretty nice little property they have here, the Hyatt Place Halong Bay. It is a place that we do enjoy coming back to. So let's jump into the numbers here. I'm actually going to start out by talking about what we paid for this. This is a new hotel. When I stayed here, it had been open, I think, for about 4 months. And you could tell it was a new hotel. Like, you can smell that, new hotel smell. Kind of like new car smell, new hotel smell. I've been in enough brand new hotels to know that new hotel smell. And you can just tell from things like the plushiness of the rugs and different things like that. So really a nice new property, and it was really an enjoyable stay overall. So let's talk also about, it is a category 1. So let's talk about points and money. It's a category 1, so you can get it for about 3,500 points per night, which is insane to think you can get this for that price with the gorgeous view of the bay. Is unbelievable. And you can book just a regular room, which is what we originally booked, but they gave us the upgrade because we're globalists. But the original room that we booked it with a bay view anyways, with the points. But with we paid for ours though, and it was $40 a night, guys. $40 a night for this incredible hotel. And yes, they gave us the upgrade. That's included in that. For $40 a night, basically, we got to stay in this gorgeous suite. So it does pay to be a globalist or to have status at these different hotel brands, as we talk about on our other channel, Grounded Life Retirement Travel. So let's start this one out. Let's talk about the scores. Location, this is going to be an 8 out of 10. It has a gorgeous view of the bay. It's closer to the city, but not all the way into the city, so there's not tons like to do, and there's not tons of restaurants. One of the things that we noted, as well as when we ordered stuff on Grab, the Uber equivalent essentially here, food wise, sometimes the restaurants would have a hard time getting a driver to bring up the food, because they're actually on most of the places we were getting food from were actually on the other side of the bay. So they'd have to come all the way across. So it was kind of a little bit of a long haul for the drivers. So sometimes it was hard for them to get a driver, which has never happened to us anywhere else that we've stayed before. So that is really why I knocked it for the location, 8 out of 10, because of that. Plus it's on one of the main roads that you take coming into Halong Bay proper. Next one, cleanliness. 10 out of 10. As I said, they were constantly in here cleaning and just, taking care of everything all around. And again, as I said, it's a new hotel, so it has that new hotel look, feel, and smell to it. Amenities, we're going to give this one a 17 out of 20 because it has just about everything. The gym is a bit small, but it was never busy. Same thing with the pool. There's not a ton of chairs. So when it does get busier, it's going to be a little bit harder to get a chair on the pool deck because there really aren't too many of those. The restaurant was pretty decent, but obviously the menu doesn't change that much. But the staff in there was so lovely, and the restaurant actually wasn't very busy at all. As far as service, 10 out of 10. The staff here is fantastic. They are on top of it. You pull in here and they already know, what you're doing. They grab your bag and you get checked in, like have a seat. They bring you a welcome drink, some towels, which you expect from places a little bit more high end than a Hyatt place, but they really do go above and beyond. Like I said, it's such a beautiful property. It really does feel more luxurious than a Category 1 Hyatt hotel. Hopefully it stays as a Category 1 because the value here is unbelievable. Talk about the lounge. There is no lounge because this obviously is a Hyatt Place, no lounge here. But when we don't have a lounge, but they do give us the breakfast, I give them just a flat 7 out of 10. So that's why that's a 7 out of 10. The breakfast was actually quite fantastic. A pretty good spread. They have all kinds of juices, drinks, breads, sweets, baked goods, tons of fresh fruit, which was really nice. And then they also have things like yogurt and pre-made muesli or like oatmeal type thing, cold, which was really good, as well as they have local delicacies, like you can get pho and the noodle soup. You can get that. They usually have chicken and or beef as well. And then they also have the made to order eggs, full Western breakfast available as well, with sausages, bacon, potatoes, like I said, the made to order eggs. And then they also had tons of bread selections as well. So 7 out of 10 for lounge, because we did have the breakfast as globalist for free. Next is elite recognition, 10 out of 10. They gave us this gorgeous suite upgrade.
And like I said, they gave us the breakfast, but they also went above and beyond. When they checked us in, the assistant manager actually walked us up to the room, gave us a tour, gave us his number if we needed anything. And actually, we ended up needing something. The air conditioning unit, there's two in the room. One, like I said earlier, one in the living area and one in the bedroom area. The one in the bedroom area stopped working while we were sleeping, and we kind of roasted in here for the night. But we ended up opening the doors to the living room area, and that helped cool it a little bit, but there was no air circulating. So anyways, I woke up the next morning, texted him and said, hey, the air's not working. He was literally here faster than I could get dressed because I was still in my pajamas. I texted him while in my pajamas, was not expecting him to come up that fast. He was up here in literally seconds. I had to change super quick into my regular clothes. And so that was really good. Great elite recognition, great staff here. Everyone's trained really, really well. They did such a wonderful job when they came in and did that. So kudos to the team that trained the staff here at the Hyatt Place Halong Bay. Next is a value, 10 out of 10. You're not going to beat that price, guys. $40 a night for this. Even if you're just getting the regular king room with a bay view, $40 a night is really kind of mind-boggling. They would charge you hundreds for this. So that is an incredible value. It has to be a 10 out of 10. Next, the sleep environment is a 10 out of 10. The room darkening shades are fantastic. Once we got that air working, that was amazing as well. They fixed it right away. It was fixed within 10 minutes. They had 2 engineers in here working on that, so it was fixed within 10 minutes of literally when we reported it. Not a problem. And yeah, it was really great. You don't get a ton of noise from the street because once evening rolls around, you don't get as many cars and buses and stuff out there. You can hear them a little bit in the room during the daytime, but by the nighttime rolls around, you're not getting a lot of noise, you know, from ambulances and police cars and all that kind of stuff. You don't have any of that to worry about here. So 10 out of 10 for the sleep environment, as well as the overall experience, 10 out of 10, giving the Hyatt Place Halong Bay a 92 out of 100. This was a fantastic stay. I would highly recommend it. It's such a lovely place. It's a peaceful hotel from the moment, like I said, you walk in. You got that gorgeous quiet lobby. You can go down and get snacks from the little snack area downstairs, eat it in your room or downstairs. They got that bar area as well, and then they have the restaurant down on the second floor as well. So really can't take away too many points. Honestly, I'm just nitpicking to be honest here, but a 92 out of 100 is a fantastic score for a Hyatt Place. You're not going to find one like this in the US, I don't think, but we have stayed at a lot of nice Hyatt Places outside of the US that have a pretty good score. As always, you can always check here on the channel if there's a place that you're going to, especially in Asia. I've got all of those here for you. Guys, if you have any questions that I didn't cover here in the video, leave those for me down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, as well as subscribing to the channel if you want more content like this. I'll see you guys next time.